Are you ever distracted by people in the stand?
It's baddies in the stands for sure.
Corinna Cop.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Today we're talking about NBA stars in a whole new light. You know them for their game day focus and jaw-dropping athleticism. But what happens when these larger-than-life ballers encounter someone who can make their hearts race just as fast as they do down the court? From surprise crushes to off-court charm-offs, we're diving into the unforgettable moments when NBA players found themselves totally smitten right in front of fans and cameras alike. Kevin Durant. Kicking things off, we have none other than the scoring machine himself. Now, KD's known for his laser focus, right? This guy can knock down buckets like he's in a video game on cheat mode. But, as we found out, there's one thing that can knock KD off his game. A mesmerizing baddie. It happened mid-season in the heat of a grueling stretch of games. In a rare moment of public affection, KD found himself completely taken with someone courtside. And folks, this wasn't just a friendly hello. KD leaned in and planted a quick smooch. Yup, the ultimate softie moment for one of the NBA's most intense competitors. And who could blame him? I mean, even the toughest guys have their soft spots. Durant didn't miss a beat after his little moment, but fans had a field day. KD may be a beast in the game, but even he isn't immune to a little love-struck distraction. Just goes to show that some moments in the game of life can't be played on defense. Luka Doncic. Next, we have Luka Doncic. Luka Magic, as they call him, has had one wild rise to fame. The guy is known for his unpredictable moves, and apparently those moves aren't just limited to the game. Picture this. The Mavericks are in a close game. Luka's got that determined look, but then he suddenly locks eyes with the referee. Yep, mid-game, Luka decides to throw out a cheesy line to the referee. It's a total surprise to everyone, including the ref, who looked like they didn't quite know what hit them. Now, Luka may be smooth on the court, but this little moment caught him in a different kind of spotlight. And here's the twist. Luka's already in a relationship, which definitely adds a layer to his sudden pickup line game. It was one of those lighthearted, impulsive moments that had fans chuckling. But Luka, being Luka, shrugged it off and got back to business. The young superstar proved once again he's not only got game, but he's got charm. Just maybe keep that charm in check next time, Luka. LeBron James. Moving on, let's talk about LeBron James, the King, the Lakers, and one unforgettable night that had fans talking. It was January 16th, 2023, Lakers versus Rockets. This game was set to be a big one for LeBron, who was inching closer to breaking the all-time scoring record. But it turned out there was another reason the arena was buzzing that night. A baddie courtside. That's right, a new face in the crowd caught LeBron's eye. And it sparked something incredible. With an extra surge of energy, LeBron went on a tear, scoring 11 points back-to-back. And let's be real, it wasn't just for the record. LeBron was in the zone, and that courtside admirer might have had something to do with it. But here's the thing. While LeBron put on an unforgettable performance, he's still a family man at heart. Sure, the crowd saw a moment, but LeBron's loyalty runs deep. It was one for the record books and a testament to his dedication, both to the game and his loved ones. Sometimes, even the King needs a little boost from his fans to bring out his best. Jordan Clarkson and Ben Simmons. Now let's rewind a bit, because this one's a love triangle for the ages. Ben Simmons, the Sixers star, was dating none other than Kendall Jenner. But the real twist came when Jordan Clarkson stepped into the picture. Ben thought he had it locked down, but Clarkson wasn't backing down. What followed was a classic off-court rivalry, with the two going back and forth in a game of romantic one-upmanship. Fans couldn't get enough. Suddenly, everyone was talking about Ben versus Jordan, but for entirely different reasons than points or rebounds. Clarkson ultimately took the upper hand in this competition, proving that his smoothness wasn't just limited to his on-court moves. Meanwhile, Simmons might want to work on his defense, especially off the court. It's safe to say that when it comes to love, the game gets even more unpredictable. All right, folks, this one's for the romantics. Our next story features the young Brooklyn Nets star Cam Thomas, who's been turning heads with his on-court potential. But recently, he was turning heads for a whole other reason. Enter Olympic gold medalist Eileen Gu. The Nets were facing off against the Wizards, and Thomas was having a great game. But then he caught a glimpse of Eileen, and that game face was gone. After the game, during an interview, he could barely get his words out. It was clear to everyone watching. This guy had a crush, and it was serious. Sometimes, even the smoothest players get caught off guard. Cam Thomas may have been on fire during the game, but his focus was clearly elsewhere post-game. It was one of those moments that had fans cheering, not just for his basketball skills, but for the genuine, boyish charm he showed. Love, or maybe just a huge crush, really does have a way of showing up when you least expect it. Trae Young and Millie Bobby Brown. Now, let's talk about Trae Young, a player who's got that signature mix of confidence and charisma. Trae isn't the type to shy away from the spotlight, and on one special night, he had more than just the scoreboard on his mind. Why? Millie Bobby Brown was in the audience. The Hawk star wasn't just showing off his insane basketball skills. He was putting on a show, racking up 34 points, 10 assists, and a couple of steals. And sure, Trae's performances are always electric, but there was a little something extra that night. Millie's presence seemed to add a spark to his game, and fans could see it. You could almost feel the connection. Even if it was just a quick glance and a smile, sometimes a little celebrity presence can make a player's night, and Trae definitely seized the moment. It was a night that had fans talking, wondering if Trae had just found his new source of inspiration.
Fangirling right now, getting to say hello to Millie Bobby Brown, who is taking in your first game here in Atlanta as you continue to film. But girl, you've seen some windmill dunks right in front of you. You have guys almost landing in your lap here. What have you thought about this experience so far?
This is amazing. It's my first basketball game ever, so I'm really excited to be here, especially in Atlanta. This is my hometown, so I'm really grateful.
Emmanuel Quickley and Ice Spice. And finally, we've got Emmanuel Quickley. Quickley's known for his explosive plays and passion on the court, but this time, it was a bit different. Rumor has it that he's got a little crush on none other than Ice Spice, and one night, he got the chance to impress. Now, when you're an NBA player with your crush in the stands, you bring your A game, and that's exactly what Quickley did. With an incredible performance, he had everyone in the crowd, including Ice Spice, paying attention. And who knows, maybe it wasn't just his basketball skills that had her hooked. In the end, Quickley showed us that sometimes a player's biggest moves aren't just about stats, they're about shooting your shot when it counts. So, there you have it. NBA players who couldn't resist when they encountered someone who stole their attention. From the court to courtside crushes, these stars showed that no matter how big you are on the scoreboard, there's always room for a little inspiration off the court. Whether it's love at first sight, a rival for the heart, or just a passing moment of admiration, these stories remind us that behind the dunks, assists, and buzzer beaters, these players are just like the rest of us. So next time you're watching your favorite NBA star, keep an eye out. There just might be a little love in the air. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this, hit that subscribe button and stick around for more courtside stories like this one.